Hello friends, welcome in. Welcome. Okay, we are just waiting for me to get shared. Hello there, Miss Yvonne. Thank you so much for having me. Alright. So we're in the Double Trouble group today, and it is Crafter's Choice. And I am going to work on the little Christmas journal that we were working on. So hopefully you guys will like that. I'm currently looking for a specific hardware piece that I want. And you know, I never remember where I put stuff, which, you know, I catch myself quote unquote being organized and putting stuff up, but then I can never remember where I put things, so that's not the smartest, but oh well. So I'm gonna turn you guys down so you guys can see. Hey there, Nanas, how are you, sweetie? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully that I didn't twist y'all even worse. Welcome, welcome. Oh my word, I tell you. That's bad. So, before I glue this down, there's a piece I want to add to it. And I guess if I don't find it, oh well, I'm just going to have to add it afterwards. But I was really hoping that I could add it beforehand, because I kind of want to cover it up. So, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping that I could cover it. There's only so many places I could have that thing. Here we go. Told you there was only so many places I could have it. Okay, so it actually might be a little bit big. This specific size I have might be a little too big for this. So let me see if I have it. If I have one in a different color then. So we started making this book the other day when we were doing a recycle and reusing on Miss Yadi's. Miss Yadi's, actually it was on Miss Yvonne's event. And I wanted to try to get it finished, or at least something similar to it. If I can't do what I am thinking, then we may just end up having to do it, and then I'll just have to put it on afterwards and buy some smaller ones, because that one is too big. And I could have sworn I had smaller ones, but that's the only one I'm finding, and it's too big. Oh well, it'll be alright. Hello there, Miss Mary. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. So, as you guys can tell, this was made from a box of kitty treats. And it is going to be my Christmas woodland themed journal. And I think it's going to look really, really pretty. Now let me see. Yeah, I was afraid that we would be able to see through that. So let's actually paint this a little bit. I hope everybody is doing well today. It is Monday, November 3rd. I mean, how crazy is that? It's already November. Like that. That to me blows my mind that it is already November. But, you know, time just goes by a little too fast. So what can we do? Okay, so I'm going to just put a little bit of paint on this to hopefully cover up. And I'm going to fold it so that I hopefully don't get any on my sides that already have paper. Because I want to put fabric on here. And so we're going to do that. So this is going to be a small little journal. I think it's going to look really cute once it's done. And again, all we're doing is repurposing a little box, in this case, of little treats that my cats like. They like those little wet tube treat things. They're spoiled rotten, y'all. Let me tell you. They are spoiled. I may not have little kids anymore, but I got cats. Alright, so we're going to dry this just a little bit. And if it was just red, I think maybe I wouldn't have mind as bad. But because you can read the lettering on there, yeah, we kind of do need to cover it because, you know, I really don't want people to see, you know, delectables on there. So I hope everybody is doing well. I went to the doctor today because I had dental surgery on Friday, and I started having drainage, and the whole reason why I had to have it my tooth surgically removed instead of them taking it out at the dentist office is because it was inside of my sinus pocket, and so they wouldn't dare yank it there because it needed to be sewn or whatever and could cause problems. So that's fine. I mean, I would rather that than end up, but I was having some drainage and I was like, oh my gosh, am I getting sick, or is this from... So my doctor checked and said that it looked like everything was like it was kind of clear. So he was like, it's not, because I was like, do I need to get like antibiotics or something? Like, is it a sinus infection? He's like, nah, I think they just left gunk in there and your body's just been trying to get it out of your body. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. So just gotta put up with it for a little bit longer. Hopefully it'll stop hurting here, because that's the worst part right now, honestly, is it's just so uncomfortable. But I taught via Zoom today because I was like, if I am getting a cold or if it is some kind of issue, I don't want to get anybody sick. You know, I'd rather err on the side of caution. And I haven't had to Zoom teach in, oh my gosh, a good while. So that was odd, having to do that. But again, you know, I would rather err on the side of caution than than not, right? That may be coming down with like a cold or whatever, and you know, get kids sick. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Hey, so up after me is Miss Theresa. I'm excited to see what she's going to be doing, my friends. Hopefully, if you have been able to follow the event today, you've been able to catch everybody. If not, you're going to be like me. We're going to be watching replays. So tonight, while I'm working on stuff and getting emails typed up and things, we'll be watching replays together. Because every time I was either teaching or when I take my meds, I end up passing out. I get tired. So, hey there, Miss Theresa. How are you, dear? Okay, so this is just a piece of a muslin that I have. And so we're just going to wrap it around. But yeah, Miss Theresa will be up after me, and I'm excited for that. She always does such beautiful things. Everybody in the group is so talented, so I'm always honored to be amongst such talented ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there's some very talented gentlemen crafters out there too. So hello, welcome. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Oh, well, that's odd. Maybe FB is up to their weird thing again, and you know they're getting you unfollowed, because you know they do that, right? Every so often you gotta check, because they will unfollow your favorite people. They will unlike them. It's just, and then you don't see their content and you're like, what's going on? Because I'll find that, and I'm like, what? Wait, I know I'm following these people. What do you mean I'm not following them anymore? And that's one of the good things about doing the events, is because, we make sure that we're following each other. And so that's many times how I find out when they, Meta has done their thing, and then we're no longer following each other. And it's like, wait a second. I know I'm following them. So that could happen. Alright, so I cut this a little wider because I do want some of the shaggy to kind of come off on the side. Alright. And see, now that we painted it white, you won't have any of that. Hello there, sweet Amandy. How are you, my dear? I do want this to be just a little bit more raggedy, so we're going to pull a few more strands of this one off, just because they'll help. I want it to be a little tad more. So, but again, this is a muslin right here, but you can do this with cotton as well, okay? But that's what I prefer to work with, is either muslin or cotton. And so I'm just going to, and remember, it's going to get tucked in under our thing in here, so I can cut off whatever extra I have, because I don't need all that extra. I am glad to hear that you are doing well, my friend. That makes me happy. That always makes me happy to know that my friends are doing well. It really does. Alright, so let's get out our glue. Fabri-Tac, you know, whatever glue you prefer. I'm using the 3-in-1. Hello there, Ange. Welcome in. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Look at you. You can see how wonderful that is. I haven't gotten that far yet to where I can walk without tripping on stuff. Because either I am tripping on something or the stuff is I'm knocking it down with my elbows and such. So I'm not as cool as you, Mandy, yet. I have not gotten that far with my cleaning and organizing, but I'll get there someday. I know my husband would prefer if it was sooner than later, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, right? So I need to, it's just hard. It's hard when you're trying to organize and figure out what exactly it is that you want to keep and all those things, you know. That's usually the hardest part, is figuring that out. It's like, what am I going to actually keep? What do I not need anymore? And it can go. So. Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. And I said I'll get there at some point. It's just, it's a little bit hard at times. But because I really don't, I've never really had like the organizational bug. So that makes it just a tad bit more challenging for me. So, hey there, sweet Wendy. How are you, my friend? Alright, so as you guys can tell, I'm cutting a little, kind of like a little indent. And what that's doing is it's helping me to tuck in the corners that are technically extra. So we're doing that. Oh, thank you. This paper is from, it's called Winterland Cabin, and it was from last year, Christmas of 2024, from Hobby Lobby. That's where this paper came from. So, you know, that's the other thing. I'm trying to use what I got instead of always trying to go and buy the new things, which is so nice to do. But yeah, I do have to get better about using what I got instead of always trying to go and get new things. Alright, so I do want to bring in whatever it is that I'm going to, not sure what I'm going to put over there yet, but okay. And so we're just going to come on over all of this now. And cover this up. I remember this is just a little cat treat box that we repurposed to make a journal. So keep all those you know, keep all those little food boxes. And it doesn't always have to be your food. It could be your pet's food. Because you can turn pretty much anything into a journal. Okay? And always keep that in mind, that you can take pretty much anything and turn it into a journal. If you guys ever get the Amazon, the brown bags, those ones, oh my gosh, those make amazing journal cover bases. I love them. I love them more than using the priority packaging. Yeah, see, dog treat boxes. This was a cat treat box. And I'm like, well, I liked it because it was small. So it would make a nice, cute little pocket style journal. Right? So I thought that would be really cute. And yeah, that's true. Things do come in several different sizes. So it's all up to whatever it is that you prefer. So this is kind of like sticking out. I'm going to put a little bit of glue just so that it'll like kind of actually close. The delivery bags are also really good. Yes, they are. Those are good too. If you ever are at your grocery store and they do the brown paper bags, those are really good as well. You know, I mean, there's a lot. Like, you don't always have to cut up, you know, straight chipboard and things. Like, you can make beautiful things. When you gut a book for the pages, you can reuse that cover to make a junk journal cover. I saw that because I saw where she posted the link because you were going on. I'm so excited that you did that. It is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. It's different, and that's what she wanted. We were up one night talking, and she really wanted to do something different from the what you call that, the Memoredex. She wanted to do something different from the Memoredex, and we were just chit-chatting and throwing out ideas, and that idea came forth. And she ran with what she wanted to do with it, and it's been fun. It really has been. I really hope that more people get into that fun idea. Even if it's just to, you know, craft along. I mean, you don't have to go live, but doing the challenge I think is fun. So, hello there, Miss Angie. How are you, friend? It's been a while. I hope you are doing well. How are the boys doing? Other than getting bigger every day, of course, because that's what kids do. They never stop growing. How dare they? How dare they? They never stop growing. That is ridiculous. Thank you for sprinkling me out. Okay. Oh, and this was done from the inside of a cookie box. So the cookies came packaged up in this corrugated to protect them because they were like wafer cookies, so they wouldn't get crushed up. So I kept that, and I made this tree out of it. And let's find us a new You did your first ever pop-up live. Whoop whoop, there you go. Miss Marcy! Hey friend, it's been a while. How you doing, dear? Hello, hello, welcome. It's so nice to see you. Okay, I'm going to use this leftover little piece right here, and we're going to put it on this to cover this up. This is only its second month. This is only its second month. Because she took a break from doing the member decks, and because she was, first she needed a break. A lot of stuff was going on, and then she just had a, we were talking one night and she was like, I'm not feeling it. I feel like, you know, we need to go, you know, the Lord's taking me in a different direction, but I don't know what to do with it. And like I said, we were just chatting, and the whole idea of doing a craft bingo came from it. That would, you know, challenge everyone to try new things and be able to bring exposure to more techniques and things of that nature. So, but yeah, it's only been, this is only its second month, because we did the month of September, we did now the month of October, and now this, well, this would be its third month, because the month of November. So super excited. I love it that you're going to be part of it. Okay, so this is what we have for our cover. Okay, now for the inside, we need to figure out if I'm going to use some of this. Now this is cardstock paper, so just have to be mindful of that when we go to thinking about folding it. But I do like some of the little woodland themes in here. Now the blue, okay, that kind of throws it off for me. Yeah, I mean, we could use the stripes because that would work good for like journaling if you want to write on that. So I'm gonna pull that one out. I do like the little snowflake type made from sticks. I like that. 49th wedding anniversary. Well, congratulations. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing, my friend. Oh, look at you. And you went to a retreat. How fun. How super fun. Nah, that doesn't match. That doesn't match. That's from a different thing anyways, so. See, I don't want to do anything with the blue in it. I feel like it's going to take away from what I'm doing. So, we're not going to do the blue. Hello there, dear. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome in, friends. I appreciate all of you guys popping in. We'll be getting ready in the next 30 minutes to go see Miss Theresa. I'm excited to see what she's going to do. It is Crafter's Choice, so, you know, everybody's been doing their thing, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. It is always nice to see what people come up with when you have Crafter's Choice, right? You know what? I think I'm going to go get some solid colors to add in here. I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to get some solid colors to add. Oh, ooh. We definitely need some cozies. We definitely need that. And so obviously I have to trim these down. That's going to be the first thing, is we'll have to trim these down some. Thank you for the sprinkles. I really appreciate that. Where'd pencil go?
So I'm just marking where I need these to be cut. And then we'll go from there. But let me go get some solid colors because I want to add some solids in here. Like some, probably some cream. I'm feeling some cream. So we're going to do some cream. So I'm going to grab some cream. That's what we're going to do. Hello there, Miss Colleen. How are you? Hello, hello, dear. It is so nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to mark on this one where I had marked the other ones so that I can cut them all about the same. And I'm thinking that we'll make some of these just a little bit longer though. So we'll have some shorter pages, some longer pages, and I'm fine with that. You can always extend your pages by adding to them. Whenever cutting, of course, make sure that you are mindful of the direction of your print so that you're cutting them how they need to go, right? And then we're going to score it down the middle. Cut this up. Where did my mark go to? Oh. It's like, where did my mark go? I was like, I know I made one. And see, this is also, like, if you can always add to it if you need to. So because these are 6x6s, I know that I need to score at 3. Yeah, this one will be nice to write on because it already has like a lines on it. That's so fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, let's cut these babies down. Again, thank you, Miss Yvonne, for having me in today's event. I really do appreciate it very much. Now, halfway length of this one. How is you? I don't know. Okay, so it's 6 3/4. That's what I cut these at, so they're a little bit, just a hair longer. Which would mean half of 7 is 3.5, because it's actually not that much. I'm gonna go right at the 3 3/8. That should be more than enough. Yep, 3 3/8. That was actually not bad for eyeing it, which is what I do most of the times anyways. If you know, you know. You know how I am. Tend to do that a lot. Okay, so these are some old books. Okay, and I'm actually going to add some of the pages from it. And these are not completely gutted properly. All that's been done was that they took the covers off. And I bought them this way because I do like using book pages. So I am just going to tear the page out. Now, I will tell you right now, some people sometimes can be very anal about the direction of words. Because I'm using it for background, I'm not going to be that anal today. But sometimes I can be. Alright. Sometimes I can be. But I love looking at, like, just the way, because sometimes they'll have, like, really cool fonts in there. And then, like, look, like, this the edge is already, like, rough edged. So, I mean, it looks like it's already been ripped. Right? So, pretty cool. But these will make great background pages. So, that's what we'll work with. Oh, I understand that. My craft room stays a mess. Because in my mindset, I'm quote-unquote, you know, getting it tidy. And it don't feel like I'm doing much progress with it. I feel like it's all over the place. Okay. So, we need to have it at 6. Right? We said 6 3/4. So, that means I need to trim this down. I am going to start by trimming off the heading, because, you know, that way we don't have that, and this white edge at the bottom, and that should put us really close to our, it actually puts it at 3 5/8, so that's good. Alright, and then again, I mean, these ones are easy enough that you can totally just do them like that. This paper's not the brittle paper yet, because sometimes when you have older books, the pages start to get brittle, and that could be a bit of a problem. Alright, so same thing. I'm going to, actually, let's leave the header on this one and the number, because all it says is Lauren Sanders, who's the person who wrote it. And we'll take the white off at the bottom. Alrighty, Miss Angie, enjoy your supper, dear. Thank you for popping in. I really appreciate it. Hey, I understand. I need to go figure out something to eat too. I'm hungry. And that puts us right at 6 3/4. Perfect. Okay. So we can fold this in half. And you know, you could use whatever you want in for your signatures. I mean, you can use book pages, you can use, you know, cardstocks, you can use printables, you can use whatever you have that you want to use. And it's okay to have different sizes too, because it makes it interesting. Okay, it does. It helps make it interesting. The biggest thing is remember to keep things, you know, somewhat in the same direction, if possible. And this is not going to be like super heavy with pages, just because, yeah, I think I like that one to be my middle page. We'll put that one there. And make sure we get everything all lined up. I think that's a decent size for a signature, right? And so we can make 2 different signatures on this, so it'll be nice and small. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna go ahead. Went to the doctor, and they said the drainage is probably caused from whatever they may have left up in there, and my body was just trying to get rid of it, so I wasn't sick, but it still hurts a lot, especially when I overlap and I don't have, and I start the meds start to wear off and don't help. Okay, so I'm going to get my owl and stuff. Veggies and chicken, yum. No, that's because I was just pulling out my stuff. Okay. So I have my binder thing here. And this is a good guide. It just helps you to figure out where to place your holes. Okay. So again, this just helps you with your placement of where you are putting your binding holes. One, two, three, four. I have yours. I have yours saved away, my friend. All of the rest of them sold, but I have one set to the side for you, Miss Marcy. Alright, so that gives me my holes, which will allow me to then come in here and do my stuff as well. Okay, now let me pull this out actually, and we're going to use it on this side. To put our holes in. Okay. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it a whole lot. It is always a pleasure to come and join in your events when I'm able to, my friend. So I do appreciate you, you know, always being so nice and having me. I really do appreciate that. I really do. Nope. No, ma'am. But I told you, it's all good. We'll take care of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then if we come down here at the bottom, and we do our holes down here. And then we come up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one, I actually came up just a tad bit more, I think. And there we go. See, so now I have my holes made. Hello there, Miss Patty. Welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in. I do appreciate you. No, you're fine. You are okay. You had asked me to hold one for you, and I did. Told you we'll take care of it. That's not a problem, sweetie. Alright, so this is waxed thread, and I'll go ahead and use the white, seeing as it'll be there on the muslin anyway, so it'll be fine if it's white. Now whenever you're calculating, you want to calculate the width, okay, at least 3 times the width. Alright, and this is going to be for one signature, so 1, 2, and I would rather have more than not enough, okay? So that's just me. I would rather have more than not enough, okay? And if you don't have wax thread, you can get it in like the leather crafting aisle. You can also find the wax wheel, and you can wax whatever thread you have. Yes, up next is our very last presenter for today, which is Miss Theresa, and I'm excited to see what she's going to do. So make sure you're following the Double Trouble group, my friends. Okay? Make sure you are following Miss Yvonne's group. It is amazing, and she always does such fun events. And I'm just blessed that I can be part of them, and that I get to be part of this wonderful sisterhood. So thank you to Miss Yvonne. I appreciate that very much. Okay, where did you go, hole? Remember not to lose the piece that you have here, okay? I'm waiting for them to let me know if there was going to be a spot. Because last I heard, there wasn't any. I wanted to be, but we'll see. We shall see. And then we go up the bottom, or the final one, go through its set of holes here on my papers, and then when I come up I can tie. Okay, and this is why you want to have a good bit so that you can make your knots. Alright, so you always want to make sure that you have plenty of, you know, cording. Alright, and then I'm going to go underneath my middle strand here. Hey, handsome. You're not going to work just yet, are you?
Why not?
Because it's 8.
Yeah.
You coming to give me a kissy?
Yeah, I gotta get ready anyway.
Oh, well then I'll wait till you get ready. And just double knot it. Make sure that you double knot properly. Okay, so that this will hold your signature in place. Okay, and please tell me that I put these in. Yes. Woo! I'm making sure I put them in the right direction before I close my knot off, because that would not have been good. Okay, there we go. Me too. Me too. They're supposed to let me know if any spot opens up. Okay. So there's my first little one. Obviously, these will get trimmed off as well. And I did notice that some of my pages are a little too long, so you can come in and cut these off. That's, you know, not really a big deal. Or you could leave it. I mean, it could be a characteristic to your book if you want to. There's plenty of space before your first knot is in, so it's not like that's going to be an issue. Some people like to make a little bow. I normally don't. I normally just cut it, okay? And I have still my second row, and I'm going to do another set of these little journal pages to go in it. Okay, so, and then just throw that away. And like I said, if you know, I really don't care if I have pages too long on this side. This especially at the bottom, tends to bother me because it won't stand right, but that's fine. Now inside we get to add things like pockets and tags, and that is where these extra bits that were left over work great, because we can come in and we can attach them and all the things. Okay, so I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. you know. Nothing a pair of scissors can't fix. And some of it is where my book pages were a little bit longer. And that's fine. See, that's better. That works out a little bit better there. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited for all the things that this new year has in store. Planning on lots of fun things for this upcoming year, and I'm excited for it. Okay, so I lost some of the, you know, rugged edge from the bottom because I had to cut it, but it's fine. I'm okay with that, because I would rather it be, you know, the shape. I still have the rugged edge up top here and some here on the side, so it'll be okay. And then, like I said, you can take some of these and we can glue top and bottom, and that will turn into like you know, a little belly band. Could do the same on some of these to tuck in. You can totally come on this and decorate this with anything Christmas. You could put stickers on here, anything like that. Again, it's just a background, right? You have plenty of spaces to do things on. I absolutely love that middle piece. See? So, yep. I'll be making a second little piece to go in here, my second signature, and that'll be my little woodland themed, because it's not like really Christmas, it's more woodland themed, and I really like it. I like how it's like all the woodsy trees and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for having me, for being here with me, hanging out. If you didn't see how we made the cover, you can find that video on my YouTube channel, and that way you can check it out. It's really easy to do, and a great way to upcycle your trash. Remember, right? Hence where the word junk journal comes from, is because it was supposed to be technically junk, and we've made it something beautiful. So go check it out. Please go watch Miss Theresa. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Yvonne. Love you, ladies and gents, if there's any gentlemen here. And I will see you all next time. Ciao.